So then Nature Boy comes out with Sting and Shivani. Actually, sorry, they're backstage and they snap. They go off on, I don't know, this promo got me super hyped. They're going back to the Greensboro Coliseum, daddy. Woo! And people are mad at Ric Flair, and I'm not going to talk about Rampage because it's bullshit, but they filmed it after Dynamite, and Flair cut a promo. And he is like, yeah, like, come back to 18 to 28-year-old girls, come back to my room. Woo! And it triggered everyone. And it's just like, you guys, we got to stop this. Like, oh, why are you dating someone half your age? Okay, you've never been laid, dude. Like, for real, man. Dude, girls typically like to date older fucking guys. They don't like dudes their age. And then older girls tend to try and date younger guys. I think I just saw a thing in Variety magazine or some shit. Jane Fonda was like, I can't date anyone older than 20. She's like 70. She's like, I can't date anyone older than they're in their 20s because I don't like old face or something. So like, if you don't hang out around women, you don't know how they get down. Like, typically younger women like older dudes and older women like younger dudes, okay? And it's it's the same with guys, except, you know what I mean? Like, when you're a teenager, oh, cougars. And then you get older and you're like, I'll date a 24-year-old or whatever, you know? Now, I'm not saying like be a creep and creep on high schoolers. I think that's weird. I've always been this way. I think we go, oh, 18, you're an adult. I've always been like, I think we should all reformat the world to be 20 is when you're an adult. Because like 18, you're an adult, but the drinking age is 21, or it's 19 in some places, but you can go to war and get blowed up and die for your country, and you can buy a pack of cigarettes, but you can't win the lottery here in this state, but you can, in this province, you can drink when you're 18 and here when you're 19. We should just agree, like, if teen's in your name, maybe this is me just projecting my own shit. I'm just saying, like, if teen's in your name, I just think like, okay, teen is still teen, you know? So maybe we should just go 20 and everyone can stop crying. Because once you're 20, I think if you're a 20-year-old girl, you want to date a 40-year-old, you want to date a 20-year-old, you want to date a 30-year-old, I think you're mature enough to agree. I can understand how, if you've ever met a 16 or 17-year-old, they're malleable. They're like, not shitting on teenagers, but they're dumb, you know, like they think they know everything and the world is owed to them. And then, you know, the older they get, they realize how wrong they fucking were. We've all been there, you know? So like, what's the difference between a 17 and 18-year-old? I don't know, but that's where the law and where everyone seems to agree. No, 18's adult. So if we all agree on 18, now, I just put my shit. I think we should all agree on 20. But if we all agree 18's adult, then 18's adult. And if a 70-year-old man says 18-year-olds come back, woo, there's no 18-year-olds lining up to hook up with Flair. Maybe there is, though. You know, there is girls who are like, yeah, I'll date a 70-year-old till he dies and take his fortune. You know, that's happened for a million times over and over again. So who the fuck are we to judge what other people do? This is what I'm getting at. Who cares who people fuck, as long as you're not like a predator on children, or you're not harming anyone? Like, who gives a fuck, man? He just said the old Ric Flair adage, you know, it's the oldest ride with the longest line or whatever, right? That's been his line forever, dude. So like, shout out Ric Flair, let him be Nate, fuck the haters. He's earned the right to go get his money from AEW. He earned the right to go get paid to just hang out with Sting. He earned that right in my book. If his shit triggers you, like, dude, you're a fucking moron. That's all I gotta say. You're cool, but like, you know, grow up about it, for real, man. It's, you know, he wasn't like, hey, I'll be at the middle school. Come to my, he's not doing that. He's saying, if you're 18 to 28, I mean, come on. That's fair enough. What would he have said? And people go, and you just see responses like, oh, creeping on girls half your age. I mean, have you ever worked in a bar? You see older guys with like 3 younger girls and shit, and they're all cool, man, all the time. You know, you see that. I don't know. Get out in the world, guys. I'm sorry if that like triggers you. But my stance is, I've been saying this forever. Like, I think 20 should be like the, you know, I think if teen's in your name, we all got to just agree on that. America, Canada, Europe, wherever. Well, actually, Europe would freak out because for them, it's like 16 or something. You can start drinking booze and going out. I read something where it could be bullshit. Who knows? But it said like, you shouldn't consume any alcohol until the age of like 40 or something, like every drink. drinking before the age of 40 severely damages your brain or something. So I'm fucked. Yeah. So on Rampage, I don't know, people were triggered. Who gives a shit?